Starting at guard, number 4, junior, Sammy Hodgkins. Also at guard, number 5, sophomore, Molly Chisholmore. Starting at forward, number 34, junior, Stella Hines. Also at forward, number 24, senior, Maria Morris. And the third forward in the lineup, number 3, senior, Dana Vosberg. Bellows Falls is coached by Jane Barber.
Here we go, girls. Come on, go.
Starting at guard, number 20, junior, Melanie Rock. Also at guard, number 21, junior, Danielle Comstock. Starting at forward, number 12, junior, Katie Rister. Also at forward, number 13, junior, Dan Drummond. Number 25, freshman Morgan Taylor. The Lions are coached by Christina Race.
Terriers and the Mounties in varsity basketball action. You can see Vosberg, Dana Vosberg will jump in the purple uniforms for the Terriers, taking on Logan Kavanaugh for the Mounties in the white. The ball's up in the air, and we are underway on Munger Vision. That's going to be Reister that will chase the ball down. And MSJ is already qualified for the playoffs, but I kind of got the feeling it's a must-win situation for them. They're coming off some losses, some bad losses, and Springfield jumps out immediately because that was a league game, but it's a game where they need to find themselves again as far as chemistry and their defense and make the offense work and kind of get everything smoothed out going late into the season, heading into the postseason. They're looking for Trombley, and Jen Trombley will circle back around and kill the dribble, and Nashville needs some help defensively, or some help against the defense, and Comstock will come back and get the basketball for Danielle Comstock, number 21 out there. And you heard the starting lineups. It's 20 with the ball, Melanie O'Rourke, 13 is Jen Trombley. And of course, Kavanaugh, 25. Trombley for 3, will let it fly, no good. Long shot, long rebound. It's going to be Hodgkins with the basketball, and she'll take a few dribbles and then the long pass in the front court, and that's going to be Reister out there, and Katie Reister will knock the basketball away. And we'll have Hodgkins, Sammy Hodgkins, take the ball out of bounds right in front of the MSJ bench. We've got no score. We played 52 seconds. They tried a little give and go. Reister got a piece of it. Taken back by Vosberg. Up and no good. Rebound. Hodgkins up and we'll get it. You know, the similarity in the two teams is that they both have suffered through inconsistent play. Bellows Falls much better than their record. MSJ also much better than their record, but they'll have little droughts now and then. Both teams will. So this should be a fun game tonight. Should be entertaining. Should be competitive. O'Rourke, remember she traveled right there, but remember she had that leg injury and missed a couple games, but she's back out there and seems very mobile tonight. Molly Chisholmore will take the ball out of bounds for Bellows Falls. She'll come into Hodgkin, they'll go right to Vosberg. Vosberg's pass, soft, but got there, and boy, all kinds of opportunities for the steal there, but they'll get it to Vosberg. She'll pass up the shot from the free throw line and go back to Hodgkins. Play toss and catch on that perimeter, and it's going to be Comstock that just reached there, took the ball away. It'll be a jump ball, and we'll stay down here with the Terriers. In case you're just turning on the television set, it's varsity basketball action tonight on Munger Vision from the Combin Avenue Gym. It's the Bellows Falls Purple Terriers out there, obviously in the purple, taking on MSJ. And we played over a minute and a half, and it's 2-0. Bellows Falls with the lead, Bellows Falls with the ball. You can see Hodgkin get the ball down in this corner, and they'll lob it down inside. Oh, it got there. He took a long route. They'll get the basket. That's Maria Morse. They got the benefit of the bounce. The ball came right to her, and now see Comstock with no pressure in the backcourt will bring the basketball up, and looks like a, well, I'm trying to see what they're playing. Looks like they could be playing man defense as Trombley will come over and binding right up is Morse, and O'Rourke fake the 3, drive slashes, and will get fouled on the drive. And now it's just a matter of if it's going to be shots or was it on the floor. 2 shots. So the question's been answered. It'll be 2 shots. As Tella Hines called for the foul. That's her first foul, and the team's first foul comes with 5:51 to go in the first quarter, and Rourke will be a little bit shy on that first shot. And she's still looking for MSJ's first point. See if she'll get it here in the second attempt. She'll be up, and no. Mounties came down with a rebound. This time the jump ball is going to stay down this end with MSJ. And there'll be O'Rourke taking the ball out of bounds. And MSJ with that line play, so they're all across the floor on the line right there. They come off to Trombley, and she'll just bring it around, and they want to come across with O'Rourke. They're looking for a screen to pop her open for the three. Didn't happen. Trombley, boy, that's going to be a foul downside. Hines, I believe, just picked up her second foul as they were. You can lean on the low post player for the other team, but she was literally just shoving her out of the spot. And that's going to be 2 fouls on Hines, and that'll bring in Ella Vosberg, number 15. She'll come in for Hines. So a couple Vosbergs out there now for Bellows Falls. Look at that inbounds play, and there's the bucket. Boy, that's almost, you don't know how much you practice defensively against those cutters coming down the lane to take away those bunny shots, and we got a foul called on the trap as MSJ showed up under the different defense right there. And I believe it was Comstock with the foul. Will be taken out of bounds on the far side by Bellows Falls, number 5, Chisholmore, and she'll have Hodgkins in the back court with her, and that's where they're going to go, right to Sammy Hodgkins. Back to Chisholmore, to Vosberg, and Trombley lost your balance after the steal, but slapped the ball to Reister, and here's MSJ in the front court trying to pick the tempo up, and that's going to be chased down by Comstock. And Danielle Comstock, being guarded by Vosberg, will come back to O'Rourke. O'Rourke and Comstock played a lot of years together throughout the different grade levels, along with Trombley. And here they are on the same court now, their junior year in high school. And Comstock wants to go down inside. Oh, Kavanaugh with a nice move to the inside, kept the ball alive. Reister will get it, push it out to O'Rourke. 3 ball, no good. Rebound will come down, and that's Ella Vosberg with the rebound. She'll bring it off to Hodgkins. She made the move around O'Rourke, and a nice job by Hodgkins. And that is a long pass to Morris. Catch fire, drops in there. And Chisholmore will get the assist on that play. 6-2, Bellows Falls. So it was a close game down in Bellows Falls. MSJ did prevail with the win. 4:27 to go in the first quarter. O'Rourke on the 3 ball this time. Still off her mark. That's going to be taken down, and Vosberg, Dana Vosberg, will get the rebound, and she'll find Sammy Hodgkins. And she'll accelerate in the front court and had the ball tipped, but it'll go right to a teammate, Chisholmore. Spacing was off for Bellows Falls, but right now the bounce is going their way, and Vosberg will be off the mark line. Rebound picked up by O'Rourke. She's got the full throttle going, looking to give the ball back, and Dana Vosberg will hustle back and knock the ball out of bounds as they were trying to get the ball back to Katie Reister. So MSJ will retain possession. They'll have it on the baseline. Right underneath their own basket. And boy, Kavanaugh with the catch. Last touch by Dana Vosberg. And they're going to just see if they'll try to run that same pick play on top. They just switch sides of the baseline. This time it was shut down. They'll come to Trombley. She'll make the move. She's got the position, and that was blocked from behind by Chisholmore. Comes down to Morris, and it's going to be out of the mounting defender. I believe it was off from Trombley's hands out of bounds. They'll stay with Bellows Falls. 3:54 to go in the first quarter. Then Bellows Falls with that 6-2 lead. Morris catches, fires, and that thing popped back out. There's an offensive rebound, and it goes in as Bellows Falls on the offensive glass makes it 8-2. Comstock slows it down when she crosses, gets to center court, goes to the right side. Oh, what a knockdown, and picked back up by Comstock. She wants to slide. Oh, beautiful entry pass, and a nice finish by Kavanaugh. Logan Kavanaugh with that nice soft touch, but her and Comstock working well together, and that's going to go in for Morris. I got to tell you, the interior defense right now being exposed by Bellows Falls against MSJ. They've got some inside buckets, and Kavanaugh up top this time. Passed up the shot. Will go to Trombley. She'll let it fly. No. Rebound. O'Rourke fouled. Boy, Melanie O'Rourke came from the top of the three-point arc. Got in there. Got the rebound. Got fouled in. Is going to get 2 shots. As you see Melanie, number 20 at the line. Like I said, she had that ankle injury that they thought the worst. At first examination, they thought it was broke, and never did hear a reason why. And it's still relevant if I did or didn't, but they went from being broke to being gone for the year to she's out there playing. I wish I could heal up like that. And it'll be 10-6. MSJ with that press after the made basket. Comstock with a steal to Trombley, and she's going to deliver the basket. 10-8, and that Mountie press. Very effective right there. Chismore will come across, and Vosberg will get it back to Hodgkins. Hodgkins is going to break the timeline and then dribble it off her thigh. You know, be picked up by Trombley. She's got a 2-on-1, and she got the basket. I think they actually got a hand on the ball defensively, but she was strong enough to get it up and over, and we got a 10-10 game. MSJ all of a sudden has come to life off the energy supplied by their defense, and Hodgkins with the game's first three-pointer, 13-10. Bellows Falls regains the lead, but MSJ's picked it up here because their defense has all of a sudden plugged them into a big battery and got them some juice. That was Reister that got inside and went off from Reister out of bounds, and Dana Vosberg, number 3, will take it out on the baseline for Bellows Falls. There's that mounting press. You can see Chismore 5 back there aligned with Hodgkins. They want to deny Hodgkins the ball, and Hodgkins going to play a lot of minutes tonight for Bellows Falls. Handles the ball the best out there and distributes the ball. And on the run, she'll pop it up there, hit the side of the rim, and it's going to be slapped out of Reister's hands out of bounds. Lacey Gilligan will be coming to the basketball game for MSJ. And of course, she wears number 22, and she's going to give Danielle Comstock a breather. So it'll be Gilligan and O'Rourke down the back court, and they'll let Melanie O'Rourke bring the basketball up, number 24 MSJ. It's been a good one, 13-10 so far, and we're only in the first quarter. O'Rourke with a little spinning hook picked up by Kavanaugh. Boy, for freshman, Kavanaugh has played so well. She's fit in so nicely. There's the bump. Yeah, you can see the bump. I believe it's going to be on Chismore. And I would be wrong. It's going to be on Ella Vosberg, number 15. And that will be the 4th foul on Bellows Falls as a team. The first on Ella Vosberg, and that's going to be Trombley with the catch. And they open up Melanie O'Rourke. Nope. Tell you, when she does get hot, she can hit several of those outside shots. Right now, she's just still trying to find her touch. And for Bellows Falls, we have number 14, Keely Chipman coming in. So Chipman will come in for Ella Vosberg for Bellows Falls. And this time, Chismore comes back to get the ball as they literally shut off any passing lane to Hodgkins. There's Hodgkins, and Morse has been hot. She won't get that one to drop. Another offensive rebound. That's 4 offensive rebounds for Bellows Falls here in the first quarter, and then Dana Vosberg, number 3, put the shot up, missed it, but got fouled. She's at the line to shoot 2. So in a 13-10 game in the first quarter, with 1:23 left to play, Bellows Falls at the line trying to increase that lead. That's going to be Gilligan's first personal foul for MSJ, team's second. And that'll be front rim, no good. Coming into the basketball game for MSJ. Oh, it's Monique Mercier. Got a different number on the varsity. She's a good player out there. She handles the ball well. They're going to put her right to work in the back court. So Mercier, and she's a good shooter. Gets the ball off to Gilligan. Mercier with a few dribbles, and she'll go to Trombley. Trombley will snatch the pass up. Give it back to Mercier. To Gilligan, and boy, she was sealed off nicely. Because Bellows Falls has gone zone defense now. They've opened with a man, they've gone zone, and they're going to give it out to Gilligan, and no room for the shot there. Mercier will put it on the floor, running one-hander, off the mark. That's her shot, but there's Trombley inside for the Mounties. Jen Trombley with the putback. Makes it 14-12. Bellows Falls. Morse this time has her pass tipped. Chismore still will get it, and Chismore now got the dribble under control, and that's Trombley on her defensively, and it's going to be slapped out of her hands by Trombley out of bounds. Clock at 42 seconds left to go. First quarter action. Hodgkins to Vosberg, and it's Mercier there on her defensively. You see Chismore come all the way around, and we got a moving screen, I do believe. That is the call. Number 14, Chipman, called for the illegal screen. That'll be the 5th team foul. And that is big because that's the first quarter, 5 fouls. They could be putting MSJ at the line early in the second quarter here. Remember, you get the 7 fouls and you're shooting the 1-on-1. 25 seconds to go, and that's going to be Gilligan down inside. Oh, great pass. You know that's a nice pass, but the positioning by Reister, she seems to just be able to just carve out space down and on the blocks. She, like I've said before, and I don't want to be repetitive, but she plays like she's 6'3". She goes down there and gets dirty down in the paint, and she got the foul, and she's at the line to shoot 2, and that first one, not going to happen. That'll make it 14-12 still. Well, I won't make it that. It'll remain 14-12. Bellows Falls with the lead. And she'll swish that one, makes it 14-13. And Hodgkins will get the basketball, and she'll cross over, and she'll keep the dribble alive, and Gilligan with those quick hands. 12 seconds. Trombley wants to kick it back out to the trailer, which was Reister to Kavanaugh, and this is going to be Reister again. Clock ticking down. Mercier kind of stuck in there, and it's the ball fake, and that's going to count. It's going to count. Reister took that clock down about as far as she could, and she'll get the basket, and it'll be 15-14. The Mounties at the end of the first quarter. Great basketball in the first quarter here from the Combine Avenue Gym. See Lacey Gilligan out there with Monique Mercier, and it's going to be Mercier with the basketball, number 15, I'm sorry. She's a sophomore out there, and it's junior Lacey Gilligan. She's going to come up with another junior, Trombley. See the ball fake by Mercier, and she'll spin away. And well, that's a ball fake. I think she traveled. Right idea. And now MSJ appears to be pulling out of the press. And they'll spot you a lot of different defenses. That's one thing the Mounties will do for you. They'll give you a lot of looks. Oh, look at Mercier. Got in there, got the steal. Looks for somebody to give the basketball to, and it's going to be Vosberg. Wrong jersey. She made a good steal, though. It was the high dribble that threw off her layup attempt. They're going to come off, and Chisholm Moore's pass is literally, what a pickoff and what a pass. Reister on the floor with the pickoff and then a pass, and here comes Mercier. And Monique Mercier will give the ball off to Jen Trombley. And they'll swing the ball back around. It's going to be Gilligan. MSJ's JV squad so depleted. They only had 5 players, sometimes 6, that they didn't have a JV game tonight anymore. They're talking about having a JV team anymore this season, but they've absorbed the JV players into the varsity practices and the varsity lineup here. And that's where Mercier might be new to you if you've watched varsity ball. There's going to be a foul. Shot was blocked from over to Reister. Reister got fouled. Reister's going to be back at the line where she just was 1 of 2.
Hey, they gotta go up quick.
And 24 is Morse. They got the foul, Maria Morse. So in a 15-14 game, that's going to be the 7th foul on Bellows Falls. It's going to be 2 shots anyways because she was fouled in the act of shooting, but on non-shooting fouls the rest of this half till they reach 10 team fouls, MSJ will be at the 1-1. And Bellows Falls fighting for that rebound. And Vosberg got there and tied up Kavanaugh, and they'll be taken out of bounds by Chisholm. And Ella Vosberg, number 14, coming back in the basketball game for Maria Morse for Bellows Falls. That's the Bellows Falls change. And Hodgkins will be picked up by Monique Mercier. And I'll tell you what, they got the ball down in the sweet spot. Bang, right there. 16 all. And at MSJ, that back line of defense right now has been porous. Bringing up the last space. Oh, nice shot by Kavanaugh. And then Bellows Falls let that ball go down in deep. This could be a dandy of a game, 18-16 right now. Well, I mean, it's already a dandy of a game. And again, look at that. Somebody missed a defensive assignment, then he missed the easy bunny shot, and it's going to be Reister with the basketball. Here comes Trombley. Trombley with the tempo up. Trombley motors into the front court, and will kick it over, and Gilligan back to Trombley.
Come up, Logan.
You see right there was Hodgkins defensively on Mercier. That's a tough pass, and Hodgkins will get down there with a jump ball, and it's going to stay down this end of the floor. Going to have Arnado, number 10, Heather Arnado coming in for MSJ. Number 20, Melanie O'Rourke, and 21, Danielle Comstock. So good minutes off the bench by everybody tonight, getting in there for MSJ, doing a nice job. Nice catch by Reister, pass a tad high. There's the flash, and going to have a foul called on, I believe, Chisholm, number 5. And I'd be wrong again. It's going to be the 2nd foul on Hodgkins. That's big. You see Coach Jane Barber talking to her. They really need Hodgkins out there because she runs the offense and handles the ball so well to break the press. There's going to be O'Rourke at the line in an 18-16 game, and it's going to be 19-16 on that made free throw. 8th foul on Bellows Falls, just 2 on MSJ. That's team fouls. That's going to get her a 2nd shot here, and with 5:56 to go. In the 2nd quarter, Melanie O'Rourke will get them both and give the Mounties a 4-point lead. Remember, at one point, MSJ trailed 10-2. And then their defense woke up their offense, and Hodgkins in the right place, right time. Reister is just everywhere tonight. She's just really intense defensively. Rourke wants to dump it down to Kavanaugh. Again, look where she caught the ball, and that's really good defense. So I thought she was going to get a good deal out of the thing and get a shot, but she got swallowed up pretty nicely by Bellows Falls, and they'll get the steal. There's the trap, and Arnado causing that problem, getting some high fives for her effort. Fontaine out there for Bellows Falls. I missed that change. She's number 22, so Fontaine out there, 22 for Bellows Falls. This is Comstock, 21. She's going to come over, and Arnado will make the catch.
Right there. Stick it, money. Get in.
That's going to be a three-pointer for O'Rourke, and boy, she's zeroing in now. And we're going to have a 30-second MSJ timeout as they've got the largest lead of their game tonight, 23-16. And now I'll quickly read that roster for you. It's been revamped, so let me give you some new numbers, new names here. Heather Arnado is number 10, Katie Reister's 12, Jen Trombley 13. Allie Shampy, I heard, has suffered, I've heard 10 different things, a broken wrist, a broken arm, but I'll just make it simple. She's got an injury and she's not playing tonight, but she would have worn 14. Dominique Mercier is number 15. 20 is Melanie O'Rourke, Danielle Comstock 21, Lacey Gilligan 22, Joelle Bowe 23, 24 is Laura Dubray, Logan Kavanaugh is 25, and Krista Gowett is number 30, and Christina Raish is your head coach for MSJ. And Christopher Mayhew is the assistant, and Nate Trainer is also an assistant coach. And that's going to be Ella Bosberg bringing the basketball out of bounds. Actually, it's not going to be, it's going to be Chipman. Tell you, I'm off my game tonight. On my way to the game tonight, well, remember, nobody told me there was no JV game, so I got here at 5 o'clock to a dark gym, and that's going to count. So in my second trip down to the gym tonight for the varsity game at 7:30, my heater cord popped in my car, so I got no heat. So of course you can't see out the windows. And it's right during that cold front coming in, that well below zero temperature. And that's really a trivial problem. That's going to go in, three-point play, and that's Fontaine. Cuts the lead to 23-19. Boy, did Bellows Falls need that. Comstock will come back to O'Rourke, and they extend that defense out on her now. She nailed that three. There's the baseline. Look at Comstock. She missed it, but what a great drive. And Chisholmore tied up by who else? Katie Reister down there. And it'll be taken out by Dana Vosberg, number 3. Now the Mounties will go back to that. Well, I don't know which press, but they're going to come back and put some pressure on in the back court. Like I said, they've got a whole bunch of different presses, and it's going to become Bellows Falls ball. Yep, Chisholmore got there, and I think it's going to be MSJ ball. That press just gave Bellows Falls a major headache, and it created a turnover. Now MSJ will have the basketball up by 4 with 4:48 to go in the second quarter. That's Arnado, and she'll come off to Comstock. She'll slice through it, and somebody got a hand on it. I could hear the ball. Somebody got a hand on that one. It's Fontaine with the block right there. And I believe, yeah, Arnado stepped on the baseline, and Chipman was there defensively, number 14. And that's Chipman bringing the ball into Chisholmore, and then Arnado rushes right up, gets there defensively, making her work the ball up, makes her kill the dribble, and gets over and back, yeah. That's a violation, and the ball will go to MSJ's for the last 2 times that Bellows Falls has tried to bring the ball up the court. MSJ's pressure defense has created turnovers, and now I'll have Ella Bosberg, number 15, coming in. And it'll be Danielle Comstock, number 21, the junior for MSJ, bringing the basketball up, and that's going to be Arnado to O'Rourke. She'll weave her way along the baseline, lob it down to Kavanaugh. Nice job. Well, you know what Kavanaugh did so well? She did a lot of things well. Oh, not a foul. I'm sorry, I thought it was a foul. They're saying it's going to be off Kavanaugh out of bounds. Okay, all right. But she created a passing lane so the guard, O'Rourke, could get the ball down to her. And then she never brought the ball down low where it could get stolen away. Wow. Kavanaugh with a big defensive play, and Arnado's going to get called for the foul. It's going to be the 4th team foul, and it's just going to be ball out of bounds on the side. And Mercier coming in the basketball game for Arnado as she's got her 2nd foul. And Joelle Bowe coming in for Katie Reister. There we go. The ref wanted Sammy Hodgkins to slide down a little bit. There's Vosberg with the catch, and nice play. Comstock knew it was going to be a give and go back, and she double dribbled. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good call. Oh, I'm a Danielle Comstock fan, but she was guilty. And Hodgkins looking. We'll get the ball in. Chipman's pass. Oh, what a great pass. She had no room for mistake. Yeah, it's going to be the 5th foul. He said no shot, so it must have been on the floor, so ball should go out of bounds. And it's going to be Kavanaugh on her first fall, and it will be Bellows Falls on the baseline underneath their own basket with Vosberg, Dana Vosberg, taking the ball out of bounds. Well, I tell you, there was just no way that was ever going to be completed. It ends up being a steal, and here comes Kavanaugh. Will she dunk it? Nope. She got a block. I thought she was going up for the jam. And O'Rourke got the ball blocked and stayed on top of it, stayed in bounds. And they're going to settle it down. What a crazy, chaotic sequence that was. 3:45 to go. Mounties up 4 in the second quarter over Bellows Falls. O'Rourke got it. She's got her range now, Melanie does. That's 2 threes in a row, last 2 attempts for her, and that makes it a 26-19 game. Oh, I can't believe, yeah, and I don't think Fontaine can believe it, that Ella Vosberg made that extra pass when she could have just stepped and did a layup, and that's why the ball wasn't caught. Her teammate, Fontaine, was not expecting a pass. She was looking at the basket for the shot to be taken. 26-19, the Mounties with the lead with 3:20 to go. And Comstock on the drive picks it up. That's just great presence of mind. She didn't make the basket, but that was just great. Jump ball. Going to be down this end with MSJ. And Melanie O'Rourke will take the ball out of bounds, number 20. Same formation. See everybody above the three-point arc and line. O'Rourke. Yeah, she was looking for both, and she wasn't looking for the ball. Mercier picked it up, and they're going to push it inside. Great pass, and you get the ball down to Kavanaugh. Ball kept alive by Mercier. It's going to be taken out, though, by Ella Vosberg. Comstock cut her off. They'll go down inside. Fontaine fouled. 6 fouls. That's fouled on the floor. Now, the next foul the Mounties commit will be the 7th team foul. Now, send Bellows Falls to the line for the rest of this half. That's going to be Dana Vosberg, number 3 out there. Looking. Got to beat the 5 count. She just does. What? She got it inside to Chipman. 14, and then again, MSJ just collapsed everything down defensively, and another steal for the Mounties. This is going to be O'Rourke for Mercier. 3-point attempt. Oh, just a tad long, and Bellows Falls will have the basketball. You see Coach Barber saying she had a hold on her arm. You can see right there. I caught it on Munger vision. And she's got to do that. She's the head coach. You got to lobby, rally for your team. Up front. And it's going to become Mountie basketball. A good save by the cheerleading squad down there, but it's still going to be MSJ basketball. And Chisholmore coming in for Ella Vosberg, number 15. So 2:36 in the lead at 7. 26-19, MSJ with the ball in the lead, and at one point in the first quarter they were down 10-2. And they've really gotten it together, except for that pass right there. Chisholmore, caught shot, no good, long rebound. MSJ on the break, up to Kavanaugh. Will she dunk it? No, she'll go for the layup. And she wanted the and one and didn't get it. And that's going to be a full timeout taken by Bellows Falls. The Mounties cranking it up to 28-19 right now over Bellows Falls on Munger Vision. Chipman will take the ball out of bounds for Bellows Falls, and it was Bellows Falls called for that full timeout. Dominique Mercier. He's a full name. Will get in there and jump ball. There's Mercier in there, and it's going to be down this end of the floor. And boy, MSJ just really cranked it up here on the defensive end. It's going to be O'Rourke taking the ball out of bounds for MSJ on that baseline. 2:07 to go in the half, and the Mounties with that 28-19 lead. O'Rourke traveled. Yeah, she got started a little bit quicker with her feet than dribble, and it'll be ball out of bounds, and it's going to be Vosberg taking the ball out of bounds, number 3 for Bellows Falls. O'Rourke on the ball defensively right there, trying to deny the inbounds pass, and that's going to be, she did stay in bounds. Oh yeah, that's why Coach Ray didn't get on it. Boy, wide open shot, and she rushed it. And Fontaine knows it, then it goes out of bounds off from Chipman, number 14. And Mercier in the backcourt with Danielle Comstock. And Comstock will be picked up by Hodgkins. You see Sammy Hodgkins right there, number 4. And yeah, it's going to be a zone defense being played now. Boy, I tell you what, O'Rourke able to get that. Oh, she traveled. Got Dominique Mercier with the travel, and that'll bring Ella Vosberg, 15, back in the ball game for Bellows Falls on this little break in the action. Comstock picked up the foul hold called, and that should be the 1-and-1. Yeah, it is the 1-and-1. Now Gilligan coming in. That's going to be the second foul on Comstock with just 1:41 to go. And Danielle Comstock very wisely been taken out of the game as MSJ's got the lead, and you don't want her to pick up her third foul this late in the half. And of course, I already knew all that, but I had to say it anyways. And here's the front end of the 1-and-1 by Hodgkins. Nope, won't happen. And Trombley got inside, got the rebound. She'll out the ball now to Mercier. Mercier gives the ball back to O'Rourke. To Mercier, they put a little toss and catch. And Mercier wants to go baseline, wants to slide it down to Kavanaugh, and it's going to be slapped out of bounds by the defender down there. I think it was Chipman that did it, number 14 for Bellows fouls. And MSJ in that same line play that I showed you, that's why I won't show you again. Oh, Kavanaugh was open, passes high, and that's right there. Mercier would back it up to Gilligan now. Oh, once on the floor, and what a nice job of rotating the ball around, and then a nice slide on the baseline by Trombley. 30-19, 11-point MSJ lead in Vosburg. To Chipman, to the bucket, and she's going to get some shots. She got hacked by O'Rourke, and that's going to be 2 shots coming up. 2 shots. That's going to be an MSJ timeout taken with 1:07 to go. 30-19, the Mounties with the lead. So that's an MSJ timeout taken with 67 seconds to go in the half. Each team with 18 fouls, and that shall be off the mark by Chipman. Okay, so they get set for the second shot now, and Bellows Falls really needing some points here from the line, and that'll rim out, and Kavanaugh will just get the ball, wrestle it away, and then go to Mercier. Mercier told to push the tempo. Few dribbles, finds O'Rourke. Here's Gilligan. She looks down inside from the right elbow. Trombley back to Gilligan. They're going to go all the way over to the left elbow. That's O'Rourke on the penetration. We'll go back. Gilligan to the hoop. No, just a little bit off the mark. A little short. Trombley got the steal. O'Rourke got the rebound. Got fouled. I tell you, she plays like she's about 150 pounds and 6'4", but she's very petite and just got good basketball instincts, basically. That's why she was able to get in there, get the rebound twice, and get the shot and get the foul. That becomes a 19th foul, and that's going to be Chismore's first personal, and that shot's going to be good by O'Rourke. That will make it the largest lead of the game for MSJ at 12 points, 31-19. And O'Rourke will get her own missed shot rebound and had it taken away. It was actually knocked out of her hands. Chismore will get the basketball. Chismore coming up from behind O'Rourke. Chismore picked it up and she tipped it to her teammate Trombley. Jump ball. It's going to be Bellows Falls with the basketball. MSJ just looking much quicker than the Terriers right now. 29 seconds to go in the half. They don't want to get the 5 count. And Chismore. Oh, she traveled, yeah. She would have been better off just to go completely in the back court and then allowed the pass to come to her there, and she would have been fine, but she kind of limited herself by looking at the stripe on midcourt, got the ball, and then was really pinned in after she made the catch in the front court. MSJ with 21 seconds to go. See if they hold for the last shot. They're being told to be patient. I really think it's the shot presents itself. They're going to take it, but they're down to 12 seconds now. So O'Rourke inside to Kavanaugh, and Vosburg with the steal, and she'll throw the ball away, and MSJ will get it with 7.7 seconds. No, they said it's going to be purple basketball. It's going to be Dana Vosburg, number 3, taking the ball out of bounds. They're going to put O'Rourke on the basketball. 7.4 seconds to go for the Terriers to work with before halftime. And they're going to call Gilligan for the hold, and that'll make the 1-and-1 for Bellows Falls. They've had a little problem at the free throw line here, but they got to start getting some of these shots to drop to try to crawl back in the basketball game. And they're going to send Hodgkins, Sammy Hodgkins, to the line. Gilligan's second personal foul, team's 9th. And so Hodgkins will fire away and get it. That was a good-looking free throw. The arc, the rotation, the release, everything looked nice. Okay, so they've got Fontaine to come in for Hodgkins. Yeah. Now what they want here, you say, why are they doing that with 7 seconds? Because Hodgkins has got 2 fouls. And they don't want to pick up a third one. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and that's going to be blocked, and Kavanaugh is going to be tied up with 0.6 of a second. And it was Mercier who took the shot that got blocked, and MSJ, I used to think with 0.6 of a second you couldn't get a shot off, but I've seen it done so many times this year that, yeah, you can. And that would, I think that might have counted if it would have happened, but it's going to be halftime, 31-21, MSJ by 10 over Bellows Falls in varsity basketball on Munger Vision from the Common Avenue Gym. It's going to be Bellows Falls with the basketball to get things going here in the second half of play. They're down by 10, and could be a lot worse. Hodgkin with the ball. And Hodgkin playing with those 2 fouls. Very important for Bellows Falls to have her in the basketball game. She go to Vosberg. No, it's tipped, and MSJ with yet another turnover. There's a long pass up to Trombley. She'll cross over, and Kavanaugh got there and couldn't hold on to it. And Logan Kavanaugh hustling down the floor. And Kavanaugh, in case I haven't mentioned it, it's only a freshman, so got the possibility of her just, she's good now, just getting so much better and dominant as her career comes along. And this is going to be Hodgkins. There's the crossover. She's in the front court. She's at the free throw line. She's in the paint. She's got the basket and a foul, and it's going to count. And I was going to say earlier, and just mostly just to say something, that the first 4 minutes here of this third quarter are extremely important for Bellows Falls, because when you're down by double digits like they were at halftime, you can be made or break. You know, you can make a game of it, or you can be taken right out of the game. And with that 3-point play, they've made it a 7-point game. So that was very big right there, that play by Hodgkins. Comstock will come back to get the basketball. That's Reister with a foul, her first personal foul. And that's going to be Trombley with the basketball, being guarded by Chisamore. They wait for Rourke. She's got 2 threes. Still only 2 threes. Chisamore with the rebound will have the ball slapped away from her by Jen Trombley. And they're going to bring Vosberg down, Dana Vosberg down, to throw the ball into play. Number 3 right there in the purple, right at the end of the MSJ bench. She's looking, and Kavanaugh. Oh, what a tremendous job by Kavanaugh. Tipped it, saved it, and then bounced it off from the Bellows Falls player. So O'Rourke will bring the ball into play to Comstock. Danielle Comstock, 21, with the basketball. We'll come back to Melanie O'Rourke. They brought the defense out on her a little bit further because she got hot from the arc. Kavanaugh sealed off, realized it, kicks it back out. To Comstock, to O'Rourke. She'll just give it back to Comstock. They'll be patient on this half-court set. 31-24, 1 minute into the third quarter. MSJ with the lead. There's the role play, and that works to perfection. Yeah. And O'Rourke, very slow to get up and not putting any weight on that leg. Limping, oh boy. Trying to smile it off. And the foul was on Tella Hines. That's her 3rd personal. Well, I'll tell you what, she's got a problem, yeah. The way she's putting weight on it and flexing it, yeah. And remember, she just came out of a cast. And O'Rourke's going to be coming out of the ball game. We're going to bring back in Dominique Mercier. And she'll make it, yeah. And O'Rourke with a very noticeable limp coming into the sideline. Hopefully she'll be fine, yeah. Like I said, she already showed remarkable resiliency to come back from the first injury. Here comes full throttle. Hodgkins got sealed off. It'll go from Chisamore's hand. She'll chase it down. Trombley will body up defensively, and Trombley will eat it up. Stole the basketball. She's going to the hole. No. Tipped around. Shot high off the glass, and I'm not sure who took it. Reister's going to get a jump ball. Katie Reister. And it'll be taken out on the baseline by Mercier, and we're going to have number 14 coming in, Chipman, Kaylee Chipman for Bellows Falls. So the Terriers down 33-24, and Mercier looking to bring the ball into play. Gets it into Trombley, and Trombley with Chisamore on her defensive end, this side of the zone, and they'll rotate around, get the ball to Mercier. To Trombley, and again, nice rotation on the basketball. They created an entry pass down inside the Kavanaugh, and that's going to be a jump ball. And it's going to be Bellows Falls basketball. But boy, the way they created a way to get a pass down there was pretty neat to watch. Vosberg looking, that clock running. She'll get it into Hodgkins, and she'll work the ball against Danielle Comstock. Line pass front court. That'll be Moore. She'll bring it back to Chisamore. Chisamore. Yeah, got the foul called on MSJ's on Trombley. And that's going to be the, I believe, Jen's second foul. I'll wait and see. No, it says it's her first. That's going to be her first personal foul. Team's first foul of this third quarter with 6:11 to go. Mounties up 9, and that's going to be Sammy Hodgkins with the basketball. And each team did go to the bench quite a bit in that first half, and there's going to be a little bunny shot. Well, actually, it's not. It's a little short shot from the baseline by Chisamore, and it makes it 33-26. So Bellows Falls doing just enough to hang around right now and be down by just 7. That's Mercier with the basketball. She's holding, looking. She wanted to go back to Comstock. They set the screen by Kavanaugh. Her pass never headed in that direction. Was knocked down, went right to Trombley, back to Mercier. She'll spin, and yeah, she's looking for the screen to develop, and now Daya double dribbled, yeah. And what happened there was they did the screen and roll a couple times, but never got the ball back, and O'Rourke, very resilient, back out there again. Hodgkins up on the pass, and boy, they rushed it. They had the bunny shot, and they missed it. That's about 4 bunny shots now that Bellows Falls has missed, and O'Rourke will go crash into the floor. Again, she'll tumble. And she's not even going to get shots this time. She'll just go. She came to the sideline, see the limp, and she said it's her thigh, like a Charlie horse, which I guess is better than being her ankle. But she's tough. Boy, that was well defended that time as Morris able to step in front of the pass, number 24. And here comes Sammy Hodgkins working against Danielle Comstock. Bellows Falls with 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter have the basketball. At one point, they had a 10-2 lead. And MSJ came roaring back. They've got the 33-26 lead, but they're going to pick the foul up here. And that's going to be Comstock picking up the foul, and that will send Chisamore to the line, number 5. Molly Chisamore will take the shots. 2 shots coming up. She was fouled in the act of shooting. And another area that Bellows Falls has struggled in has been from the free throw line. So they've had trouble short shots, bunny shots, and they've had trouble as a team. As you just saw there, another miss from the free throw line. And nope, missed them both. And Kavanaugh with yet another defensive rebound. Will let the ball to Comstock. Long pass, front court. Trombley pulls it down, goes back to Comstock. She wants to penetrate in the paint on a drive, strip to the basketball, lands right in the hands of O'Rourke. She'll go to her teammate Reister to Trombley, down to O'Rourke now. And great entry pass to Reister. Great pass to Reister. She didn't get the shot, but just to get the angle to get her the ball in the hands on Reister, she could be a wide receiver in the NFL. She catches everything thrown to her. Oh, and it's going to be wow, I thought it was a defensive kick, but they didn't. Just said it was off from Bellows Falls. And yeah, it's going to be O'Rourke taking the ball out in the corner. MSJ in their home whites, looking to dump the ball down inside. Oh, Joelle Boves out there. Kavanaugh. Nice drop step by Kavanaugh, and they're going to have Trombley recover the ball. Joelle Bove, 23 in the basketball game for MSJ. She's got the basketball right there. Yeah, and she double dribbled. That'll be a third double dribble call on MSJ as a team, and Dana Vosberg will take the ball out of bounds for Bellows Falls. That's going to be a work on the basketball defensively, and slapped out of bounds by Comstock. And it's going to be Bellows Falls with the basketball. They'll just move Vosberg back down in the corner. Yeah, there she goes. She's looking, and boy, put just the right touch on the ball. Got it into Morse, and she's looking for the trailer, which is Hodgkins. She'll go baseline, and what a tough shot by Chipman, and she'll get the basket to drop. 33-28. See Bellows Falls down just 5 now. They're doing just enough to hang around and be in the ball game late. We're getting late in the third quarter. O'Rourke with the catch, the drive, the baseline, the pass, and the foul. Oh, basket almost went. That was all set up though by Melanie O'Rourke. getting penetration along the baseline, drew the defender that was guarding Kavanaugh to her, O'Rourke, and then she passed the ball off to an open Kavanaugh. So freshman Logan Kavanaugh will look and get it. And we're going to have a substitution for Chisholmore, who picked up her third foul for Bellows Falls. Number 15 coming in is Ella Vosberg. So Kavanaugh on her second attempt will put it up, and just as good as the first one. Beautiful release on that basketball. And Hodgkins, oh, she killed the dribble prematurely, led to a turnover, and there's O'Rourke. Too long. Comstock brings it back to the trailer, which was Kavanaugh, and they'll come back to Danielle Comstock. She'll go to the hole. No good. Ball tipped around. Picked up this time by Chipman. Chipman, no numbers there right now, and she realized it. Put the brakes on and pass inside to Sammy Hodgkins, and again, that counts as another short shot missed, and they are getting to the point where they're going to start remembering those in a tight ball game. Comstock traveled. That stays 35-28 with 3:23 to go in the third quarter, and Hodgkins with the basketball across the ring. Oh, she saw the trap come up, and look at that defense by Comstock. Beautifully done. And O'Rourke this time will not miss that one. She gets the finish there, and that'll be a Bellows Falls timeout. 37-28. MSJ on another run here, extending the lead back to 9. So Chipman and Hodgkins in the back court. That was Chipman that brought the ball into play. Hodgkins bringing it up the court now for Bellows Falls. That was their timeout, and boy, believe me, after timeout, you really want a good execution. Vosberg, oh, I didn't get the words out of my mouth. They didn't get a shot off after the timeout. And tell you what, Danielle Comstock has just, she was always so good defensively at Christ the King coming up through the ranks. And she had offensive skills, so I'm not saying she didn't, but now she's really getting her offensive game kicked right up to match her defensive game, and what a weapon she's been this year. Kavanaugh, I don't think expected that. It was a nice pass, but she didn't roll to the ball. Here comes Chipman, Morse, and Bovin's up with it. See, again, they just didn't get the finish down there, Bellows Falls. The MSJ trying to make them pay for it, and O'Rourke will go coast to coast and get it. 11-point lead at 39-28. The Mounties looking to get back on the winning track here. Oh, what a stuff. And O'Rourke with the basketball up and finishes it again. Oh, it's becoming a pull away now. 2:20 to go. They're up 41-28, and Ella Vosberg can't save it. Mountie basketball. Bove caused that turnover, and Fontaine coming in for Bellows Falls, number 22, replacing Chipman. And they're right in that danger zone right now. Bellows Falls is letting the game totally get away from them. MSJ on a nice run here in the third quarter. Trombley to O'Rourke. She looked at the shot, came into the free throw line, waited for Comstock to roll to the basket, and travel called as Comstock went to the floor. And Vosberg's going to have to face a full court press as she looks to get the ball in bounds to Hodgkins. She'll make the catch and lobs it down inside. Foul. Didn't get the basket. Again, there's two shots coming up for Fontaine, and I'm not harping on this, but I'm telling you, between the missed free throws and the missed little high percentage shots inside by Bellows Falls, they're just shooting themselves in the foot. They could really be just 3, 4, 5 points down here. And there's another missed free throw. And Dominique Mercier coming in for Danielle Comstock for MSJ. The foul was on Kavanaugh. It's just her second of the Mounties. And that one will drop 41-29. O'Rourke turns, gets the directions from the bench as to what play they want to run. And Mercier with the catch, looking. Oh, nice cut inside to give the ball to O'Rourke. Back to Mercier, up and foul. Great movement without the ball by the sophomore Mercier. And boy, she's high-fiving everybody down there. Now she's at the line, going to get 2 shots for the Mounties. That will stop the clock with 1:44 to go in the third quarter. And Heather Arnotto, number 10, coming in the basketball game for MSJ, and she's going to come in for Jen Trombley. And Arnado, remember, will be playing with those 2 fouls while she's in there. That's a swish by Mercier on the second shot. You see Hodgkins turn and expect to see a defender there, and she did. No, well, that's nasty. They kill those dribbles. Not Bellows Falls, but all teams do. They just kill it early, and it gets them in all kinds of trouble. Oh, nice give inside, and the finish this time. They'll get the finish on the penetration. That makes it 42-31. MSJ with the lead with 1:25 to go, and there's third quarter action. It's Arnado with the basketball, and she will get just below the arc, kick it out to Bo. Joel Bo, 23, wants to penetrate, rolls to the hole, kicks it back out to Kavanaugh, spins back, Arnado, baseline. Got an offensive foul called on Arnado. That'll be her 3rd personal foul. Yeah, now they're going to press now. They're going to run that denial on Hodgkins, and Mercier right there trying to catch up now. Hodgkins didn't hear Mercier coming from behind. She knocked the ball away, and jump ball will be called. Going to go MSJ basketball with 62 seconds to go in this third quarter. And Melanie O'Rourke and Dominique Mercier will be the backcourt duo here. And Mercier, a few dribbles, and then we'll find O'Rourke. Yeah, they want to set the screen, and then she'll roll, and they've done that all night, and she'll give the ball back and space it off a little bit. Now Arnado gets it. 3-pointer for Heather Arnado. 45-31, 14-point MSJ lead. Shot, Vosberg, can't get the bounce to go her way. That's Ella Vosberg off the Dana Vosberg miss. And I'm waiting to see, it's going to be Bellows Falls basketball on the baseline, taking the ball out of bounds, and Bellows Falls will run the stack formation. They'll get it on the baseline. Ella Vosberg to Fontaine to the bucket, and they'll get it. 22 seconds for MSJ to work with, and Mercier will bring the basketball up. Yeah, they're going to run for the last shot here. That's what they just said. 15 seconds on the clock in the third quarter. That's Bove with the basketball. She'll put the ball on the floor and traveled. Yep. 8.2 seconds left, and Bellows Falls now will get their chance at the last shot as Dana Vosberg will come right up in front of the head coach for MSJ, Christina Raish. Fontaine to Morse. They'll go baseline and get the basket with 4 seconds to go. That was Ella Vosberg with the bucket. And this will count if it goes. Yes, going to miss. So again, it was 10 points at the half, a Mountie lead, and it's 10 points going into the fourth quarter, 45-35. Okay, looking to, like I said, they've had a couple losses this week. They're looking to come back with a win on their home court against Bellows Falls. This is Mercier with the basketball. She'll come off. O'Rourke looking for her third 3. Nope, long 3 it was. Chased down by O'Rourke. And now they'll just recycle. They'll pull it out in Comstock. They've got Reister at the scores table. She's going to be checking in for Kavanaugh as soon as they get a chance here to make the substitution. Kavanaugh back to O'Rourke. There's the penetration, and 2 shots coming up. And that foul was on number 3, Dana Vosberg. So Melanie O'Rourke at the line for the Mounties, and getting a good dribble penetration of hers earned her the attempt at a shot, which got her free throws on the foul. And Jen Trombley also at the scores table now. And they'll both be allowed to come in as Kavanaugh and Bove will sit down for MSJ. That'll put the lead back to 11. That was also the 6th team foul on Bellows Falls. And the first on Dana Vosberg, who takes the ball out of bounds, will come into Sammy Hodgkins. This is Hodgkins, and boy, I have no idea where she was passing the ball to, but she got the ball back, so it's irrelevant. Hodgkins gave it back to Reister as somebody from behind. I believe it was Comstock that tipped it. This is Comstock. Pass stolen by Vosberg, Dana Vosberg. And she'll go off to Hodgkins, and that's going to go out of bounds to MSJ. Crazy action here in the fourth quarter of play from the Convent Avenue Gym. So O'Rourke will get it into Comstock, and Danielle Comstock waits for Mercier. She'll ball fake. Oh, she had the opening. Great ball fake. Comstock. Oh, Trombley. She didn't get the shot, but just the way she used her body and used the leverage of it to get open and spin away from the defender to receive that pass. Beautiful. Chisholmore. That should be backcourt. Hodgkins touched it last. They didn't call it. Doesn't matter because there's the basket by O'Rourke. And a full timeout called by Bellows Falls as the Mounties up by 14 now, 49-35 over Bellows Falls. Chisholmore, number 5, taking the ball out of bounds for Bellows Falls. Hodgkins. She split the defense. Vosberg with a little screen right there. That's going to be up, and quick shot, no good. Trombley with a rebound right out of the pack. Trombley all the way. Yeah, it's going to be a push from behind as Mercier got position and got fouled, and she should be going to the line. That's the 7th foul on Bellows Falls, and yep, there goes Dominique Mercier. She'll head to the line for the front end of 1-and-1. It's O'Rourke, Comstock, Mercier, Trombley, and Reister out there for MSJ. Nope, no good. Oh, Trombley kept it alive, and we'll kick the ball out to O'Rourke. She'll go to Mercier, back to Trombley. Squares, fires, got it. Jen Trombley. And that makes it a 16-point ball game now, 51-35 MSJ. And again, it was the MSJ's defense that got their offense going tonight. Oh, they're going to have a foul on Mercier. That's going to be the 6th foul on MSJ. And I don't, yeah, she's only 2 fouls on her. She's not in bad shape. But they'll still bring in Logan Kavanaugh, and she's going to replace Dominique Mercier. Good job by Dominique tonight. That's Bellows Falls with the basketball, and I'm not sure if they realized they could have rolled to the baseline, and it'll be taken out on that far side by Sammy Hodgkins, number 4. Chisholmore was open. He'd like to go down to Dana Vosberg. She didn't square and fire. That's Kavanaugh backing off, and they're going to switch right in the middle of the play. It results in a steal by Trombley. Oh, man. And that clock ticking down to 5:50 to go on the evening. Reister looked inside, pump fake, fake me out, comes back to Kavanaugh. Logan Kavanaugh comes up at the top of the arc. We'll get it to O'Rourke. Traveled. So it'll be Chisholmore and Bellows Falls, and they need a run. If they've got it in them, this is the time to do it. That's going to be a screen set by Vosberg, and that'll get Hodgkins in the front court. She'll go back to Vosberg, and nice catch on a short hop by Hodgkins to Chisholmore. Back to Hodgkins. That's Comstock there defensively, just kind of shadowing her. Down inside, they'll pass up the shots. Kavanaugh leaked out, and it's going to be Vosberg saving the basketball on that inline. And she can dribble. There she goes. She'll give the ball back. Hodgkins, 2-pointer. Gonna go, got the bounce, drops in. 51-37. MSJ with the lead, and here comes Jen Trombley easily into the front court. And Coach Mayhew telling them to be very patient here and exercise good decision making out there. Well, not exactly his words, but you know, paraphrasing him, that's what he meant. And that is that's Hines, I'm sorry, number 34 out there defensively on Trombley. Comstock to the hole, wheels, and picked up the foul. Nice penetration by Danielle Comstock. It's all set up with her initial move on that drive that gave her the space to take it to the hole. And with 4:41 to go, that'll be the 4th foul on Hines now. Tella Hines with 4 fouls for Bellows Falls, and Comstock looking good from the line. It's Comstock, Trombley, Reister, Kavanaugh, and O'Rourke out there for MSJ. And again, see the screen set by Vosberg, and boy, very fortunate to get it. And O'Rourke seems to have been poked in the eye, recovered quickly enough in case the ball came to her. Now she says she's okay. She's got to be the most resilient player in the state of Vermont. And we're going to have, I missed the sub. There we go. That's because she didn't come in yet. That's why I missed it. Chisholmore will come out, and they're going to bring in number 14, Keely Chipman, for Bellows Falls. And Lacey Gilligan, 22, going to be at the scores table for the Mounties. See Comstock, great spacing defensively right there. Watching the ball. Nowhere to go off the baseline, and it's going to be another turnover, and here comes MSJ up ahead to Kavanaugh. Fouled, and Logan Kavanaugh will be heading to the line with 4:16 to go in the fourth quarter, looking to extend that MSJ 16-point lead, which right now stands at 53-37. And Logan Kavanaugh will be perfect. And Gilligan coming in for Reister for MSJ. Kavanaugh can't get the second one to go. Trombley, though, fighting for the rebound and got called for the foul. Yeah, 7th foul. So it's 1-1 now for Bellows Falls, and we'll go down to the other end, and it looks like it will be Ella Vosberg taking the shots, number 15 for Bellows Falls. And again, Terriers have struggled from the line tonight, and if they're ever going to get hot from the line, this is a good time for them to do it. Nope, it'll rattle out, and Trombley with the rebound to Comstock to O'Rourke. O'Rourke front court, over the top, beautiful pass to Gilligan, and won't drop. Ball still alive, and it's going to be Bellows Falls basketball, though it goes out of bounds. And we're going to have a timeout called by Bellows Falls. It'll be a full timeout. 54-37, MSJ with the lead. Just 4:04 to go in the basketball game, and it'll be Hodgkins bringing the basketball up, number 4 for Bellows Falls. And there's Comstock, waited, read it, and will get not the finish. There's the finish. There's always another Mountie hustling to the hoop. I know they've got to be around 20-25 turnovers in the ball game that MSJ's defense has helped create. Oh, what a give back, and O'Rourke knows it. Yeah. She usually has such sure hands. That just went off her hands and out of bounds. Now Heather Arnado coming in the ball game for MSJ for Jen Trombley. And Kerry Record, number 13, coming in the ball game for Bellows Falls, and Joelle Bove coming in for Logan Kavanaugh for MSJ. 56-37. As we get set here, they just want everybody to tuck the shirts in. Everybody's got to look spiffy out there this year. And it's going to be Kerry Record. Her pass intercepted. They're looking to go down to Ella Vosberg. And Comstock just weighs everybody off, and she'll bring it up herself. Probably spread the floor, run some time right now. Look for a little backdoor cut or something. They'll come up top to Arnado, and so much for that. 3 ball. It'll be short and out of play. Kerry Record, 13 now, will bring a ball in play and get it into Sammy Hodgkins. Hodgkins played a lot of minutes tonight. She's done a good job out there. Oh, what a hook shot, and it's going to go, and it's going to count. What a hook shot. Maria Morse with a dapper shot. We'll cut the lead down to 56-39, and the foul will be the 4th on Arnado. And it's going to be a 3-point play for Morse. As Gilligan will get it to O'Rourke. She'll come back to meet the pass. Up ahead to Comstock. Front court. She'll hit the trailer. Yeah, they're going to work it out to Arnado, playing with those 4 fouls on that left elbow. And out between circles will be O'Rourke. And O'Rourke will get Bove. Bove with the basketball. Got the defender on her and got fouled. And Bove's going to the line, shooting 2. That's the 10th team foul. And Joelle Bove, a junior at MSJ, will double bonus shot, 2 shots. And at the scores table for MSJ will be Danielle Mercier coming in. Now, on her pronunciation, I asked her at the last JV game, and she said it was Mercier. And she's coming in for Danielle Comstock. And again, another great effort by Danielle Comstock. Not that I have a vote in it, but she definitely should be voted All-State. And that shot won't happen. Tip by Gilligan. And I'm not sure if it's Arnado. She's gone. Yeah, Arnado will bite her shirt and foul out. Yeah. And that's going to bring in Laura Dubray, number 24. And he has her Tucker shirt in. So Dubray coming in, number 24, and seeing her first action of the night. And she was one of the JV players that was on that team that pretty much just never really had enough people to make it work. They worked hard, they did well, but they just needed more people. And they've been absorbed in the varsity program now, and that's going to be Vosberg, front rim, no good. Another missed free throw by Bellows Falls. And Bove will outlet the ball to Mercier, and Dominique will bring it up now. That's record 13 on her defense lane. Dominique Mercier got the ball to Bove. Her shot no good. Ball tipped around, fought for it, goes to the inline, and it's going to be Terrier basketball as Bellows Falls will take it out of bounds with 2:28 to go. It'll be brought up by Hodgkins to Morse, and she passed up the shot, got the record, and she'll be off the mark. Rebound, Melanie O'Rourke. She's going to cut to the inside. No, she kicked it outside, and the ball stripped away from her by Hodgkins. So O'Rourke will take the ball out of bounds, and she'll bring it into Dubray. She'll make the catch, and Mercier with the ball fake, the slice, had the lane open, lost the basketball, jump basketball. It's going to be possession arrow going to Bellows Falls. And Vosberg will quickly get the ball into Hodgkins. 2:10 to go in the basketball game, and MSJ is going to get the win on their home court. The record to the bucket, and Record will have the basket. She'll be in the scoring column now. Mercier spun away from the trap, worked at the outside, crossed the timeline. We'll bring the ball over to O'Rourke. 1:53 to go in the basketball game. Dubray to Bove. Bove at the top of the arc will go to Mercier. And Krista Gowett will be coming in the basketball game for MSJ. And she'll come in right now. So Gowett, number 30, in the basketball game for O'Rourke for MSJ. So O'Rourke took some bumps and bruises tonight, but played very, very well for the Mounties. Gilligan wants to go to Dubray, and it's going to be picked up by Bove. She'll dribble around the defender, which was Vosberg. Bove goes up, and I think she was looking for the whistle. It's going to be Gowett up, and Krista Gowett with a varsity basket. And by the crowd's reaction, I would say it's her first varsity basket. And then Gowett came around and almost made the steal, and yeah, Mercier will get the foul. Gotten 2 shots coming up for Bellows Falls with 1:19 to go. And I think it's going to be Hodgkins, number 4. Yes, she'll head up to the line for Bellows Falls. Amy Hodgkins at the line to shoot 2. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Mercier, and Hodgkins' first shot will be off the mark. Hodgkins trying to save this one. We'll get it to roll and bounce in. 59-43 MSJ. Gowett with the catch, the dribble, and we'll get under control. She gets into the front court. Hodgkins will knock it into the back court. There's the layup. Yes. And Dubray. Boy, it was, yeah, a lot of bumping and grinding coming down the sideline, and it's going to be a double dribble called on to Laura Dubray. And Dana Vosberg will take the ball out of bounds, number 3 for Bellows Falls. And it's going to be Hodgkins with the basketball. 1 minute to go on the evening. And MSJ with an impressive showing here tonight. Like I said, they at least have forced 25 or more turnovers in the basketball game. They've gotten everybody playing time, and they've got a lot of different scores tonight. It's been a good win for them. Dubray. Baseline open, up, shot, blocked, foul. 2 shots coming up for Laura Dubray, number 24. Again, another one of those players that was on the JV squad, and these could be her first varsity points here. Again, that's unofficial. I don't know that for sure. Yeah, she'll get it. 60-45, MSJ up by 15. And Dupre will be good on both of them. Pretty cool approach to the shot. And dropped them both. Hodgkins, see Galwet got picked off big time. There's the hook shot, won't drop this time. Rebound, Dupre will go to the floor and jump ball. Quick whistle, 26 seconds to go. 61-45, it'll be MSJ basketball, and Dominique Mercier will bring the ball into play, number 15 for the Mounties. And they're going to go long to Dupre, picked off. Morris with the steal, gets the ball off to Vosberg. She'll go baseline, back to Vosberg. She'll put it up, and no. There's another Vosberg foul, count the bucket. It was Ella Vosberg to Dana Vosberg to the basket, which was good, and one. You know, even though you look at the scoreboard, it's only a 14-point ball game, it never seemed threatening tonight for MSJ. Even when they were down 10-2 early on, they just had some karma about them tonight. And Mercier stumbles, but yeah, she went all the way down this time, and it went out from Bellows, falls out of bounds. So it was one out from record. And Mercier helped up. And Dupre will take the ball out of bounds, number 24 for MSJ. 13 seconds on the clock, and Mercier couldn't get to it. Here comes record, number 13. From behind, Gilligan will knock the ball away, and 8.1 seconds to go. And the security guard, he mishandled the ball, so he's going to go down the little corridor and get it now. I think they will come back eventually. Yep. Yeah, the security guard's got to work on that play and make the stop on the court next time. Vosberg to Hodgkins to the bucket. No good. Rebound. Bove will go Turtle. Now she'll dribble it up and out. And that's going to be the ball game. And MSJ will win it over Bellows Falls, 61-48. So congratulations to the Mounties. A good effort by Bellows Falls. Get out there, support your student athletes. Jerry Munger brought you this varsity basketball game.